Hey Garden Dreamers, Joe here. It's September and I'm going to show you my garden again. September tour. It's in the 90s and high 80s now. So I don't want to remove this. I just moved it to the side. So because I think my things are struggling because it wasn't getting enough sun. This shade, I believe it's like 70% shade. It's pretty high up there. So since it hasn't been that hot, the sun hasn't been that bright, I don't think I need this anymore. And it was starting to affect the garden. So for now, I'm going to push it to the side and take it off when I know that it's actually fall. Anyway, quick garden tour of what's going on in September, what's growing. And soon I'm hoping to go to other people's gardens. I have one person that has said yes already, and I'm going to do tours of their gardens. That way you guys could see what's possible to grow in El Paso, because I've seen some beautiful gardens on my Facebook group and I want to go and show you guys. So anyway, in this bed, I think I had already told you guys, but I had garlic, and now I put zinnias, marigolds, and beets. Here come the beets, yay! Some are kind of tiny over here, and some aren't doing too well. They look a little wonky over here, but hopefully they grow. Again, I think because it wasn't getting a lot of sun, they weren't doing too well. So hopefully me removing this shade helps them out. My tomatoes are doing pretty good. I don't really do much to them. I put banana peels in water, and I come and sporadically pour that water on them for potassium, and they're doing pretty good. Excuse me. I have a lot of, I should probably harvest already, and I need to learn how to can them. The other day, I don't know if you guys saw the video, I put these zucchini. Oh my goodness, what is that? You see it? Right here. What are you? Are you a friend or a foe? I'm just gonna let you be right now. You're kind of cute. Ooh, what is that? She big. I get excited when I get new bugs in my garden because I want to have like more diversity, you know? Anyway, but sometimes when they're new, I'm like, I don't know, is it a good bug or a bad bug? Anyway, I will figure that one out later. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I trellised these up, or I made them go vertically, and they're already growing nicely. There's a zucchini coming out over here already, and I did that, and then there's like another zucchini right here that I hand pollinated a little bit ago. This one didn't grow. This one was from earlier when I trellised it a couple days ago, and that one didn't get pollinated, so it just died. But it's doing really well. I was super happy about this because I did it pretty late, and I wasn't sure if I broke off more than 50% of the leaves, so I thought she was gonna get mad at me, but she's super happy, so I'm super happy. My rosemary is going out of control. This is alyssum that I started growing last year, and it's like barely coming alive. And that one, again, still hasn't given me anything. I trellised it up this way, but I don't think she likes that, so I'm just letting her fall now. And I found one, but I still don't know if it's a zucchini or a pumpkin, because it's not happening for me. They're not growing, and I don't know. Maybe if I let her fall on the floor, something will happen. Yesterday, I removed 2 sunflowers that were right here. They were already dried up, and all the seeds were pretty much gone because the birds took all the seeds. And I didn't save any from these right here. I just let all the birds have them. I saved a lot of seeds from my other sunflowers that were on the other side. This is my little bee, my little beekeeper. But as you can see, it's starting to like break off, and I need to buy new one of these because you're not supposed to let them reuse them. It's not good for them if they're not clean. So I have to work on that. Also, the other day, yesterday I think, I was growing potatoes here this summer. Didn't really take. They were like this tiny. So I got to work on growing potatoes. Anyway, I cleaned it up, and I also had some microclover growing for nitrogen. I removed all that, cut some of the microclover. Some of it's still coming out. I put some worm castings down and some Fox Farm potting soil. I don't know if I should put a cover crop to give it more nitrogen, or if I'm going to plant something already. I was thinking of planting maybe carrots, or over here in this empty spot I might put carrots over here also. But anyway, that's what I did here on this bed to clean it up and start it going for next season. I do have some tomatoes over here, and I did the same thing on this side. And I see onions growing. I guess I didn't pull some onions from last year, and some onions are already growing. And this is some alyssum. And I tried to put, I don't know if you guys saw the other video of my strawberries. I tried to put some strawberry runners here, but they were away from the mama already, so they went kaput. They didn't like it. You need to keep them with the mama, which is what I did right here. When you get runners, you put them, this is a runner right here. Then you connect it to the soil, but you keep it connected to mom plant until she develops her own roots, and then you have new plants. This whole thing, I started off with three plants, and it's given me all this because it continues to give me runners and more runners and runners and runners and runners. And to be honest, I haven't gotten a ton of strawberries because me and my daughter come and eat them off the vine. So I haven't had a big harvest to like take in and freeze and store or anything. We just eat them off the vine. But I think because it's so busy creating runners, it's not giving me strawberries. So I'm gonna have to start cutting off the runners more often. Over here in this trashy corner, I just throw everything. I want to dig a bit of a hole here. That way I could just start throwing down organic matter so it could start regenerating the soil and giving it nutrients. That way when I do plant here, it'll be better soil. My watermelons were here along with my marigolds, but they did not do well. It didn't give me any watermelons. It started to give me 2, but they never grew. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was nutrient depleted. I'm not too sure, but they didn't do well, and it's too late already. I don't think it's going to get me any watermelons, so I'll be taking that off soon. The marigolds look really good. If you don't know how to save marigold seeds, it's really easy. See how these are fallen? You just snap them off, and each one, I think it rained because they're wet. That's weird. This one seems drier. You snap them off and you get a bunch of marigold seeds. Oh, that one's not pretty. But anyway, you usually get at least like 20 seeds per pod. My chilies are doing really good. I gave some to my mother-in-law the other day so she could make some chili. Again, I don't even know what kind of chili this is, but it's red. I assume when it's this color, it's super spicy. And my bell peppers are doing super well. I have orange over here. These are red. I also put the banana water in these so it doesn't get that the rot. But you know, I still get a couple that get this rot. What are you gonna do? Like, oh well. But more often than not, they don't. This one has a ton right now, and so does the purple one. So I have red, purple, green, orange, and yellow. One of those 2 is yellow, but they'll mostly all be green to start, and then they turn into their color. Like this orange one, you could see that they're green to start, and then they turn orange. Same with the red, it's green to start, and then it turns red. The purple one is interesting because the purple one is the leaf color. It's, let me find one that's a baby. I don't see any babies right now, but you could kind of see here. It starts off as this like green color, like a lime green, more like a lime green color. Oh, here's one. Like a yellowish lime green color. And then it becomes purple. So this one's pretty interesting. My mulberries are also starting to give me mulberries. This is usually the first one in spring to give me mulberries. Yeah, mulberries. Not a brain fart. But again, me and my daughter come and pick them out of the vine, and we never have enough to take inside. And during the summer, it stopped producing, but it's starting to produce again. So yay! Has a bunch of babies over here. So that one's starting. Here's the sunflowers that I removed already because they were pretty much all dead. None of them really have any seeds anymore. All the birds ate all the seeds, so they're happy. But they get like super infested with aphids, like black aphids, like a lot. It's insane. Anyway, I'm gonna leave them here until they like completely dry out, and I'll take off the leaves. And usually I save the sticks. I might do like a teepee trellis with them. I want to try. So I'm starting to save all the big sticks, the big thick sticks, so I could do a teepee trellis next year. Maybe to put like cucumbers, or we'll see. We'll see how I use them. But that's why they're here looking like a mess, and my OCD doesn't like it. But my OCD gardening doesn't let me have OCD because gardening does what it wants to do. Here also is where I had the sunflowers. This is full of sunflowers, but I already planted some more. When I was sorting through them, a lot of them were left on the floor, and it's hard to pick them all, so I would just come and throw all the leftover seeds, and they're starting to grow. In this bed, I put beans. These are some type of bean, which again gives nitrogen back to the soil. So it's kind of like a cover crop. I need to order seeds for my cover crops. The cover crops just helps give back nutrients to the soil. Because I do have a compost, but it's not enough compost to put on all my garden beds to replenish them. What else do I got? My petunias are kind of sad and wonky. Womp, womp. It keeps getting that little green worm, and I haven't put anything on them. This is my rose, which I've been told first year they sleep, the second year they creep, and then the third year they leap. So we shall see if it creeps up next year. Here's my pot that I did. Yay! I'm starting to learn how to put a little more than one type of flower in the pot. So I put some zinnias. This is the blue mist flower for the butterflies. And then I had some petunias in here. But as you can see, there's a little green worm that comes and destroys the leaves. See how it's eaten? That's the worm. Oh, here it is. I don't know if you can see it. It doesn't show too clear, hon. So that little worm does a number on them, and I just broke it. If you don't find them, it's just gonna totally tear your garden apart. And you could tell because it leaves this little trail on the leaves, and you could obviously tell because it's eating your leaves. It eats the leaves and the flowers and messes it all. My grass is looking super nice. Yay! Over here in this one, I put marigolds, some zinnias, and my canna's doing really well. Look, here's some new leaves. Yay! Because I had her on the floor over there, and she's still over there, some parts of her, and she's all busted up. She's not growing. I also had geraniums in my other pots that were kind of wonky and sad. So I moved them over here and see if they do better. Some marigolds, the blue ones are plumbago, verbena. This is autumn sedum joy that I moved about a month ago, and I think it's liking it. Here comes some little flowers, so I think she's doing much better over here than she was over there. Still looks a little sad looking, but a little better.
What's that?
That? Oh, my husband bought me this. It's supposed to be like a butterfly house, but I don't know. I haven't seen any butterflies using it, and it's already... There's one over here also, that one, and that one's already falling apart, and there's no butterflies using it. So they were expensive, and I don't know, not worth it, because I don't see any butterflies or any animals in them. And the one over here too I have isn't really used either by any buggies. This one has little sticks in here. This one's like supposed to be for different little animals, but I've never seen any in there, so I don't know. They didn't like it too much the way they like the bee one. And my flower garden, yay! It's thriving now. My cosmos are coming out. These right here, I didn't even plant. I didn't plant those. They just seeded themselves from some that I put over there on that. Oh, cutie. I had them over here a year or two ago, so they just seed themselves and move around, and they're just growing where they want to grow, so I just let them. They are covering my African daisies back here, looking all pretty. This African daisy is growing all tall because it's trying to look for sun probably. And then there's chrysanthemums that I have back here that aren't getting sun, because these cosmos decided to take over, and they're like taking over the show. So they're just randomly everywhere, the cosmos, and they're barely starting to give me pretty little flowers now. And if you want it to give you more flowers, cut off the dead ones. Ooh, a bumblebee! Oh, I've been seeing a lot of animals lately, more little buggies, and I love it. Ooh, I got this celosia the other day. And it's so pretty, right? But I don't know if I should put it there or over there in that corner. So I still have it in the pot because I haven't decided where I want it. Because I believe Esther from A Rose Garden gifted me seeds, celosia seeds, and I started growing them from seed, and they were doing really well from seed. But then we went on vacation, and I put them in the garden, I think maybe a little too early, and they've been like struggling ever since. And they're right here on the struggle bus. I mean, it has little flowers. They're coming along, but the leaves are yellow. I don't know. And then here's another one looking pretty sad and wonky. So it didn't work out for me. So when I saw that one at the store, I just bought it because the celosia seeds are not working out for me. I had a really pretty one right here too that died. So I don't know what's up with that. I got a wasp right here. Wait, you got scared. Did you see it? Whoa. She's like, ah. Oh, my cosmos are doing really well back there. So let's see if I can name some stuff. These are my marigolds, zinnias, celosia. This is African daisy. They should be coming out with the flowers soon. Those are the first ones, one of the first ones to come out like in spring. My chrysanthemums are starting to blossom, but I'm really bad at coming to deadhead them. The more you deadhead them and take off the little flowers, the more flowers bloom. This is my gazania that I love, but I also haven't come to deadhead any of it, which I need to. Hollyhock, that's pretty sad back here. I don't know what happened to her. Actually, I do. I accidentally broke the top of her. My blue sage, blue salvia, is back here hiding because, again, the zinnias are taking over and getting very tall. I had a bunch of sunflowers back here too, but I also removed them because again, they were getting the black aphids, and now they were coming to my zinnias. So I just removed them because they were attracting way too many aphids and messing with my zinnias. So. My star flowers are doing really well. I planted those literally in the middle of summer and they got sad and wonky at some point, but they're blooming now. They're supposed to be annuals, which means they won't come back next year, but I'm gonna coddle them and cover them in the winter and hopefully protect them. My butterflies. The other day, me and my kids came out here and we saw butterflies, bumblebees, a hummingbird, wasp, mason bees, wormies. It was really fun, and they said, "Mom, I love your garden," and it made me want to cry because I love my garden. But they see how special it is to me, so they love it for me because they know it makes me happy. Here's some more marigolds growing. This is a red, what is this? Salvia? No, yeah. I'm having a brain fart right now. My petunias, and all these right that are here, and my verbena, all these right here, they grow on their own. I didn't plant anything. I made this circle around my apple trees on both sides. I created like a circle so nothing would grow here and bother the apple tree or take energy from the apple tree, but they self-seed. I just let them be. And I haven't got any apples, but whatever, I got flowers. If she's not gonna give me apples, whatever. We're gonna adorn her with flowers around. Oh, these pieces right here, these white pieces, it looks really weird. I saw the other day, if you put, because I never really put the watermelons in my compost, the rinds, because they're so thick, I feel like they're never gonna, what's the word? Decompose. But I saw that if you put the rinds with water, then you could use that to fertilize your garden. So I did that. And I dumped all the rinds and I just left them there. So I haven't cleaned up. Whatever, it's organic matter. But they are like decomposing, so that's good. Some more zinnias over here. I have carnations, this yellow one, this pink, like magenta, and then this one was pink over here, and I had 3 more over here. But you know what? I don't like them. They're fussy. They get dry from the bottom, and they're not giving me. This one was doing okay, and it's still doing okay, but I don't know. They're not my favorite, so I don't think I'm gonna be buying any more little carnations.
When the kids go to prom.
Just when the kids go to prom. I'll buy them at the florist. My asters are doing pretty good. They're starting to bloom. The leaves look kind of sad though. I'm not too sure what's going on there. These are my pin cushions that I love. And somebody sent me, I think, white ones that I'm going to start from seed. Hopefully it grows. This one right here actually grew from seed. These 2 I bought, and then I took off this thing at one point and just planted it right next to it, and it grew. So the seeds are really like hard to tell what's a seed. I think like this is a seed. I don't know. I got vincas growing back there, pink, white, and back here is the canna that I told you guys about that's always looking burnt, and I moved some of her to a pot. I'm also gonna have to move, oh, this one right here. My neighbor gifted this one to me in December. It's a amaryllis, a red amaryllis. It came like in a little bulb, like full of wax, the bulb, and then the amaryllis grows and you could like have it indoors, which I did. And then the flower died, so I just took off the wax from the bulb and I planted the bulb. I'm like, let's see if it grows, right? And it's growing. She's so happy. So we'll see if she gives me a flower, but she gave it to me in December, January. So this has been here and I planted it probably in January or February. So it's been, what, like 8 months that it's done this. And these are my irises all burnt up. And I need to find out when I can move them, because I'm going to transplant probably this little section right here. And some of these are getting too on top of each other, too close to each other. I want to transplant them and move them a little bit toward the back. And that's what's going on over here. This section, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. I'm always changing my mind. I also kind of want to dig some holes here, or dig away some of the dirt, and then just start throwing organic matter like compost, kind of like use it as a compost. That way the dirt could start getting some nutrients. But sometimes I also want to put my citrus trees right here, and I want my husband to do some like a pergola type thing, so I could put a shade, because the sun, when it's over here, hits too hard on my citrus trees, and they don't like that. They're not happy if the sun's hitting them too hard. And this year this one's huge. Look at this. This is amazing. Oh, I have buds. Yay. And I have lemons actually this year. I've had this for maybe 3 years, and it's now happy. I think it likes this spot because it gets sun maybe like at 11 in the morning to about 3:30. It starts to shade. The sun comes like this way, and the top of this starts to kind of shade some of it. So it's not in like the full sun. It's maybe in like 3 hours of full sun. And they seem happy right here. So now I'm like, oh no, do I leave them here? Or do I move them back here where I want them? Yeah. My purple queen are doing really well. I actually started, well, both of them really. You literally just have to break it, crack, and then you stick it in soil, and you get this. This is probably maybe 4 months. I can't remember when I did it, but I stuck maybe like 3 or 4 from this plant, broke it off, stuck them in there, and now I have this beauty. I have seedling. Oh, I gotta water these. My bad. I have a bunch of seedlings started. Lettuce, cauliflower, broccoli, mosquitoes apparently. I'm trying to start lantana from seed, but that's dry. So
compost.
I think you guys have seen my compost before. Oh, this one's ready, so I'm gonna put this one in the garden soon. It smells really good. It smells delicious. It does, huh? And then I just started this one the other day. Since this one's ready, I'm gonna put it in the garden already. And I started the other side. Looking good. I just don't know where to put it. Do I give it to my flowers or do I give it to my vegetables? My vegetables. This is where I keep the leaves and any other like organic matter that I kind of like the sunflowers that I'm letting dry. I'll come and throw them in here. This was what was this? Oh, this was from the zucchini. Remember I told you guys I killed like half of the leaves. I let them dry. It took them a day or two, and then I just come and throw them in here. That way, when I put food scraps in the compost, I grab the bucket and I put that organic matter in the compost. Put some water, spin it, and then you get healthy dirt. Super easy. It's kind of small. I need to find an area where I can put like compost just out and just turn it so I could get more compost. And I also want to start a worm farm so I could get worm castings and the worm juice and all that good stuff, but I haven't yet because this is already overwhelming. And then sometimes I see those gardeners that have like an acre, 5 acres, all these animals. And I'm like, ooh, I want it. And then I'm like, I can't even handle my tiny backyard. So I just take that out of my mind because it's not happening. How about I control this and then I get me some acres? Anyway, that is my garden for now. Next time, next month, or maybe another day, I'll show you guys my front yard. I don't think I've showed my front yard very much. I'm trying to grow native grass, but that's taking me years and it's not all filled up. So that's a work in progress. The neighbors probably think, oh man, this girl doesn't know what she's doing. And then some neighbors come to the backyard, they're like, oh wow, it's so pretty. Who would have thought, right? Because the front yard looks horrible. Anyway, I'll show you guys my front yard another day. Thanks for watching. Come back soon. Like, subscribe. When I removed the sunflowers yesterday, it had just a couple. They were filled with aphids, but I like sprayed the leaves down and took most of the leaves off, and I put them in here. And I put them here so I could see them from indoors. Looks really pretty. Oh, and my new friend, the one that's gonna let me get a tour of his garden, he grows like 80 varieties of chilies, I think. A lot of chilies. And it looks awesome. I gave him some of my blue mist flower the other day, and he gifted me some mints. This mint, that mint. I have 2 other mints inside that I'm waiting for it to grow some roots. And then another plant he gifted me, but I can't remember. It's like a vining plant. Anyway, I'm hoping to go to his garden so I could show you guys what it looks like.